What's up, it's Boslen. This is Hot New Hip Hop, and these are my top fives. These are my top 5 things to do in Vancouver. Number 5, I gotta go with the sushi. My favorite, at the sushi place, my favorite place is California Sushi, and my favorite roll is a dragon roll. Number 4 is thrift stores. My favorite thrift store off the top of my head, I think it's called Cool Cat. They have a bunch of other ones in the area, but yeah, thrift stores for sure in Vancouver. Last time I went thrift shopping, I picked up an Eagles tour shirt, and it has a cactus on it and had stuff on the back, and I just love it felt like it's weathered. It had holes in it and stuff. I just love that feeling and stuff. Number 3, I'd probably go with jet skiing. I would put jet skiing at number 3. I don't know who doesn't like jet skiing. I think jet skiing is beautiful, especially in Vancouver because you can see all the mountains, everything. So it's beautiful. Number 2, I'm probably gonna have to go with just driving around the city. I think the city is beautiful. There's so many different pockets. There's Chinatown all the way from the bridges to, you can go up to Whistler area and you can really see the whole view of the city. So I think driving, I love doing that and just listening to music. I think Kid Cudi is probably my main go-to right now. And then my number 1 thing to do in Vancouver is the hikes. I love hiking. I don't do it a lot, but when I do, I just really enjoy it with my friends and stuff and just get out and enjoy the place. Number 5, I'm gonna have to go with Call of Duty right off the bat. It's mainstream, but everybody loves it. You can just play with your friends and stuff, so I enjoy it. I'm really good, yeah. I'm really good at Call of Duty. Yeah, I love it, it's fun. Number 4 for video games, Assassin's Creed. I like Assassin's Creed. I haven't been playing the new ones recently, but the old ones, you can just get lost in that world and just have fun. I think playing multiplayer games are really fun to go with your friends and stuff, but it's always nice to just enjoy a solo game. Okay, number 3 video game, Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot, is that what it's called? Yeah, so when I was making the project that I'm working on right now, me and my roommate at the time, his name's Oz, can't just say, executive producer, made the project, it's a crazy project. We literally, just to free our mind, just to get ourselves out of the world of just creating, we literally just played that game over and over and over again. On the same levels, we didn't unlock any new levels, but we just kept playing the same levels. So that's just a special place for me. And whenever I think of the game or even see the cover, I just think of that time and place when we lived on Hastings at the time. Hastings not the best place to live in Vancouver, but it just kind of escaped us from that whole world of just grinding. Number 2 video game, I'll probably go with a rugby challenge. So let me talk about Rugby Challenge first of all. Rugby Challenge, they need to link with EA because the games aren't the best, but I just enjoy watching rugby. I enjoy playing rugby and just playing the game. Like I said before, it kind of gets me out of the world, but it kind of taps me back into my old lifestyle of just being an athlete again, so I really enjoy it. Number 1 is God of War. I think God of War, the new one, was crazy, and I'm excited for the newest one too. I think it was kind of similar to The Last of Us. They're both kind of on the same level length to me because I feel that specific game, it didn't just tap into oh, it's a guy just killing people. It tapped into fatherhood as well, and I really enjoyed that, and just the deeper meaning of all that pressure on an individual like that. So it was really nice. Okay, these are my top 5 movies. Number 5, I'm gonna go with the Hercules, the cartoon. I think it was, what was it? It's a Disney movie, yeah. So the Disney movie, the reason why I like it the most is because it just reflects my childhood a lot. I think my mom and my sister and I, we watch a lot of Disney movies, so that main one, I just remember a lot of being in my childhood, so really connected with it. Number 4, I'm gonna go with The Joker. I think I watched that pretty recently, actually. I watched it again, and I just think the acting was crazy, just tapping into his madness, and I feel that was the one time I really reflected or connected with a villain like that. And you could see his pain and what he was going through. So I really respected that, it was hard. Number 3 is The Pursuit of Happiness. That movie, more than everything, I think that was one of the movies that almost made me cry the most, man. That shit was deep. Yeah, I think the reason why I connected that one and I like it the most is just, you really get to see how bad it is for some individuals out there. And I think it makes you reflect on your own life. And ultimately, I think everybody doesn't want to trade their skeletons in the closet for anybody else's. So I really enjoyed it. And then number 2, I'm gonna do Interstellar. I think it's just visually crazy. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. It's the best visually stimulating movie I've ever seen in my life. Number 1 is The Prestige. Still to this day, that's my best movie I've ever seen. The reason why is because I feel like The Prestige, more than any movie, it reflects on, like, first of all, it's two magicians back in like the 1800s or something, like Shakespeare times. And the reason why I connected with it the most is because it feels like one person is so connected and so driven for like the fame and like everything that comes with that. Another person is so driven and addicted to like the art of it. So I really respected that, and I feel like it just shows the battle between them. It was crazy. These are my top 5 albums. Number 5, I'm gonna start with Rodeo. I feel like that's still to this day, Travis is one of his best albums and like most influential. Like album cuts like Impossible, I still listen to like to this day, like every day. I feel like it's just the grunge and like the true like imperfections about it. Like not everything's just so clean and like perfect. And that's what I really love about it. I feel like honestly, Travis was like approaching that album at a place where he was still trying to prove himself a lot. And I really love that. And I feel like there's a lot of drive and it just projected through his sound like completely. And then number 4, I'm gonna go with Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi is my favorite artist of all time. I feel like there's one song on the album specifically, it's called Up, Up and Away. And like the reason why this album is so like special to me is because when I was going to Mexico for the first time when I was a kid with like my mom and my sister, I think I was like 13 or like 14. And like that song specifically just like, I don't know if you ever had like those songs that just like, you think about it and you just think of like the specific moments, you guys know what I mean? So like that song more than everything, it just connected with me the most. Number 3 is Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone. Out of all his albums, I like Hollywood's Bleeding's crazy too, but like I feel like Beer Bongs and Bentleys, like it was just like such a staple in his career, and I feel like that's where he had all his hits, like Better Now and all those crazy songs. Even songs like album cuts like Stay, I think that was crazy. Number 2 is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. The reason why I love that is because who doesn't love that album? It's like art. It's like just art and just like took over like the music industry. I think Kanye really took a risk on that one, and he had to come back from, you know, a lot of dark stuff. And I feel like as an artist or just as a creator, you can just respect his work on that one specifically. And the number 1 is Dust to Dawn. And the reason why I love it the most, not just because it's my album, but I feel like coming from the place that I'm coming from, like Vancouver, I feel like it's pushing a lot of sounds and taking kind of a risk in its own way. And I feel like it's being kind of a staple of my career, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear. So yeah, those are my top 5s. Boy!